Hey guys, this is Awake and Alive. Welcome to today's episode. I thank you for joining me. I really appreciate every last one of you that sees this video and sees the things that I'm about to, cover and expose. And it's unbelievable the things that it's like I told you guys, it's unbelievable the things that they put in movies and the things that they put into TV shows. And it's just unbelievable the things that you see in movies and TV show. It's unbelievable the things that they put in plain sight and nobody says anything. Nobody sees it. But what we're going to do today for today's episode is we are going to, break down a scene from a movie called Dragnet. And it's got yours truly, the beloved 33-degree Mason of Tom Hanks, and also the Freemason, of Dan Aykroyd. It's unbelievable the scene that they have in this movie. And, it's unbelievable that I've seen this movie and I never once realized it when I was asleep. And, I was stone cold asleep and didn't realize this. But this scene that I'm going to show you in this video is unbelievable. When I was asleep, this scene was a little weird and off-putting even then, and I knew something was wrong, but never put two and two together and would have never have thought anything about this movie. But now that I'm awake and it just hit me, this movie with this scene, and I just wanted to show you this scene and see your thoughts on it, and we will have a conversation after, you see this scene. So I just want to get your take on it, and just let me know what you think, and let me show you this clip, and we'll discuss it right after. Okay, guys, here it is.
The face of crime. It just gets bigger and badder and uglier every day.
Good evening, pagans. Don't forget your goat leggings.
You have to admire their techniques in crowd control. People against goodness and normalcy. P-A-G-A-N. Pagan.
Here are two who have not yet sipped the nectar of Shaitan. A small surprise before the ceremony starts?
Why not?
You?
I had a big lunch.
Did y'all see that? Is that unbelievable, right? The plain sight that they do in movies is unbelievable. Paganism and everything right there, the chanting, the singing, the dancing, and the ceremonies, the rituals, and they had cop cars there to protect and make sure that the only ones getting in there were people that were of, the occult or of the society, if you will, or of the group, if you will, of the pagans that were there in the scene. And it kills me, that a lot of people don't see this, and they put it right there in plain sight for people to see, and it's just unbelievable, the things. But I'm going to read here some things about, that I was reading and doing some research on as far as, paganism goes, and just, definitions of everything that way, and just so you kind of get an understanding a little bit of, the, people and paganism and what it is to be a pagan and what have you. So I'm going to read this to you. It says, you could be considered a pagan if you don't believe in religion or worship more than one god. It says, the original pagans followers of ancient religion that worship several gods. Today, pagan is used to describe someone who doesn't go to synagogue church. It could be that they worship several gods at once, and they have no interest in God at all. Religious people sometimes use pagan as a put-down to describe the unreligious as godless and uncivilized. Huh. Right. Yeah. Because the god that they worship is Satan. That is why they are called pagan, is because, these people, they don't believe in Jesus. They believe in Satan. They worship Satan. They worship the ground that he walks on and everything about him. That is the thing that they worship. They worship the Baphomet. I mean, look at the scene, guys. I mean, did you not see all the Baphomet heads they were holding up and dancing and just having a good old time? And, I'm going to show some pictures. I didn't have a clip, but, what was about to happen right after that, right after he said, get the virgin and get her ready, he basically has a girl in a white wedding dress, and in the altar that you see that he was standing on, and below there was a pit full of water that had a big old snake. Let's get real. Let's get to the point that the interpretation of the snake is the serpent. They were sacrificing her to Satan. Okay, that is the thing that I was that you should gather from that scene, is that they were preparing a virgin to be sacrificed to a snake in the movie. But if you really know what's going on and the light's really on upstairs, you know that what's really going on is they were about to sacrifice her to Satan. The serpent represents Satan. That is another interpretation of who Satan is. Or Lucifer, whatever it is that you want to call that scumbag, okay? He's a snake. He's a serpent. And he needs to have his head stomped on and have his skull caved in, okay? But that's besides the point. I'm just telling you that that's what was going to happen next. In that scene is they had a virgin woman in a white wedding gown, and were getting ready to sacrifice her to the serpent or to the snake, or we might as well just say Satan, because let's get real. Let's get with the program here. That's what was going on in this scene. And this movie came out in, I believe, in the 80s sometime, and they do these things, and they put these things in movies and put it in plain sight, but nobody says boo. Nobody says, oh, that's weird. That's a little funky of a scene. No big deal, right, guys? No big deal. They rescue her from the snake. They save her from the snake, but that's not the point. Of course they save her from the snake in the movie. Of course that's what they do. They make it look like it's no big deal. No, there ain't no ritual sacrifice going on in this scene. That's not what they're saying. That's not what they're doing. Oh, of course not. No, of course. This is a bunch of malarkey, right, guys? Come on. Get with the program, okay? See it for what it really is. Okay, it's unbelievable the things that people don't see and interpret. It's unbelievable. A lot of people have probably seen this movie, and if you haven't, you're not missing much. Honest to goodness, you're not missing much if you've never seen this movie. Okay, it's an atrocity. Okay, they used to have a TV show about Dragnet, and then they made it into a movie with two Freemasons, with Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd, and let me tell you, it's atrocity. Okay? The movie, all it talks about is paganism. Pagan cards, talking about paganism and talking about this, that, and the other. It's all over the place in this movie. If you want to watch it and try to bear through it and stomach it just to see what I'm talking about, you go right ahead. That's up to you. That's your decision. But I'm just telling you, this movie is filled with, the upside down pentagram, pagan cards, and just talking about it. It's unbelievable the things that are in this movie that I didn't realize what was going on when I was asleep. But when I was asleep, I didn't realize this was going on. But this is what's really going on. These are the things that they put in movies that they put in plain sight. But if you're not trained to know and understand the signs and the symbols and understand exactly what they're doing, you're not going to catch on. You're just going to think it's an oddball of a movie. But in reality, it actually has meaning behind it. That this is the things that they actually do. It's unbelievable, guys. It really is. But I'm going to read some other things here for you, and, we're going to call this video a day. But here are some other things that I found, and I'm going to put them in the video so you can read them for yourself. But it says here, under the ritual of paganism, it says, pagan ritual can take place in both a public and private setting. It says, complementary pagan ritual is typically geared towards facilitating altered states of awareness or shifting mindsets. Yeah, no kidding. It says, in order to induce such a altered states of consciousness, pagans utilize such elements as drumming, I cannot talk tonight, guys. I'm so sorry. Visualization, chanting, singing, dancing, and meditation. Go figure. Did y'all see that in that scene? No, that I didn't see any meditation, but you saw dancing, you saw drumming, you saw chanting, you saw singing. It's unbelievable the things that they had there in that scene. And it says it plainly right here in this. Okay, it says it right there in this paragraph. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to read you another thing right here that it's ridiculous. But here it is. I'm going to read it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to read just a part of it. And it says here that the pagan community is one of the only spiritual communities that is exploring humor, joy, abandonment, even silliness, and outrageousness as valid parts of spiritual experience. Oh my goodness. What does the occult do, guys? What do they do? What do they use to deflect? Humor. They use humor. The laughing box that they have on set of Saturday Night Live and the talking heads at nighttime, with Stephen Colbert and all these other talking nonsense heads on TV. What do they use? They use laughter, and they use humor as a deflection technique to get you to laugh at things that you shouldn't be laughing at, or things that your mind should register that is a very sick joke. But they turn on the laughing box, and guess what? Everybody just laughs. The mind automatically thinks, oh, well, if they're laughing, then I guess it's pretty funny, and I should be laughing, right? No. No, no, no. You got to see this stuff for the way it really is. You really do. You got to see it. It's really unbelievable. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. It says it right here, that they use humor and silliness as valid parts of spiritual experience. They do this to control the masses, to, pretty much desensitize you to the things that they're doing in plain sight, getting you to laugh at occultic-like practices and things of that nature. It's unbelievable the things that they do. It really is. But unfortunately, that's the way it is. They use humor. They use deflection. They use humor as deflection to get you and desensitize you to the actual topic and to the things that's actually going on. They try to desensitize people at making jokes about child molestation and child sacrifice and the occult. They use humor. They use deflection. It's all over the place. So guys, if you can't see this, I don't know what to tell you. But I will pray for you that Jesus Christ will remove the veil over your eyes if you can't see the truth behind this stuff. But I'm praying that you do. I'm praying that you will see the stuff that's really going on. I'm not talking about the people that are already here. I'm talking about the people that are out there that don't see the stuff that's actually going on. The people that may stumble upon this, this video because they think they're about to see a clip from Dragnet. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that that's not the case. This is exposing the movie Dragnet for the way that it really is, and the things that it's actually saying and doing, and the things that it's promoting. It's unbelievable the things that they put in movies and the things that they do. But they do it in plain sight because our minds are not trained to see these things. But once you wake up, start seeing the signs and the symbols and the things that they're doing, you will see the things in movies. And I promise you, once you wake up and see the reality of what's really going on, you will be mind blown. And not necessarily in a good way. You will actually see like, whoa, that's what's really going on? That's the reality? That's it? Telling you guys, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable the things that they put in movies and the things that they put in plain sight. But not a lot of people see it. Unfortunately, not everybody sees it. I pray for those that don't see it. I pray for those that are lost. I pray for those that need to find Jesus, but try to find him before it's too late, because the time is near. I believe that the time is short, and Jesus Christ's return it could come at any time. So be prayed up, be armored up, give God and Jesus glory in everything that you do in your life. And I thank you for today's show. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I appreciate every last one of you. I thank you for all the new subscribers. I thank you for everybody that is blowing up that Super Bowl 55 video that I've done. I appreciate every last one of you, and I thank you, and I'm so blessed and highly favored to be doing this and to, exposing the things that need to be exposed. And I'm so thankful that Jesus Christ decided to use me as the vessel and instrument to do the things that I'm doing, and I give him all the glory and honor. And I thank every last one of you that stumbles upon this video and sees this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If anybody needs anything, you're more than welcome to send me an email to the email that I'm going to have posted in the comments below. So if you need anything, prayer request, or if you need a Bible packet, please feel free to send me an email, and I will get you a Bible, and I will, put a list of prayers together, and I will pray for each and every last one of you that sends me a prayer request, or anybody that needs prayers and anything of that nature. If anybody needs anything, let me know. Send me an email, and I will correspond, and we will talk, and we'll get to know each other, because that is the job and the mission that Jesus Christ has called me to do, to help and make better disciples, and to show people the truth of what's really going on in Hollywood and everything that they put in movies and occultic-like things like this. So I thank you, and I hope to see you in the next one. I appreciate every last one of you. I hope you all have a great night. Stay humble, stay blessed, stay in the Word of God, and give him glory in everything that you do. And I thank you for today's show, and I pray and hope to see you in the next one. Okay, guys, God bless you and your families.